Hello, welcome to Learn English with Jack. In today's video, I will be talking about British sport. I've included subtitles and there is a transcript in the video description. You can also find the definitions of some of the more difficult words and phrases below. After you have watched the video, there are some questions to check your understanding. Okay, let's begin. There are many sports played throughout Great Britain, but without a doubt the most popular of these is football. Football is played on a pitch of 105 metres in length and 68 metres in width, with a goal at each end. Usually in a game of football, there are 11 players on each team, although there can be less in some versions of the game. The main objective of football is to try and kick the ball into the opposition's goal in order to score for your team. At the end of the game, the team who has scored the highest number of goals is the winner. As well as the 11 players on each team, there is also a referee on the pitch. The job of the referee is to make sure that the players are following the rules and don't commit a foul. Sometimes the spectators will get angry at the referee if he makes a decision they disagree with. In England, there is a famous competition called the Premier League. Here, the 20 best teams from around the country play against each other in grand stadiums to decide who will win the trophy that year. The current champions of the Premier League are Liverpool, a skilled team who only lost 3 games during the entire season. In America, football is referred to as soccer, as there, the word football is actually used to describe a completely different game. How confusing. Rugby is another popular sport in Britain. Similar to football, we play rugby on a pitch, and there are goalposts at both ends. Unlike football, however, rugby is played with an oval-shaped ball, and there are 15 players on each team, not 11. The most common way to score points in rugby is to run the ball past the opposition's end of the pitch. By placing the ball on the floor, you score 5 points. This is called a try in rugby. After scoring, one player attempts to kick the ball between the goalposts to score a further 2 points. In a game of football, you can pass the ball in any direction, but in rugby, you must always pass the ball backwards. If you do pass the ball forwards, this is considered a foul. Similar to football, in rugby there is also a professional league of skilled players who compete to win a trophy every season. The best teams also play in stadiums and are watched by spectators all around the country. Tennis is also very popular in England, particularly during the summer months. In order to play tennis, you need a ball and, of course, a tennis racket. Unlike football and rugby, which are played on pitches, tennis is played on a court. The idea of the game is to hit the ball over the net onto the opposition's side of the court. If your opponent cannot return the ball, or if they hit the ball outside of the court, you win a point. In professional tennis, there is also a referee, or umpire, who makes sure that both players are following the rules of the game. Every June in London, England, there is a famous tennis tournament called Wimbledon. Here, the most skilled players in the world compete for the Wimbledon trophy. The most famous British player is Andy Murray, who has won the trophy twice, once in 2013 and then again 3 years later. When talking about British sport, it's also important to mention cricket. Cricket is also played on a pitch, and similar to football, there are 11 players on each team. In order to play cricket, we need a ball, a cricket bat, and 2 wickets. A wicket is made up of 3 wooden sticks, with 2 smaller pieces of wood placed on top. In the game of cricket, the player throwing the ball, known as the bowler, throws the ball in the direction of the player with the bat, known as the batsman. The batsman then tries to hit the ball in order to score points, or runs. If the player throwing the ball hits the wicket, or if the ball is caught after the batsman hits the ball, he is out, and must leave the pitch for a new batsman in their place. There are many more rules to a game of cricket, but it would take far too much time to explain them all in this video. Just like the other sports we have mentioned today, an umpire is present during the matches to make sure that the players are following the rules. The Cricket World Cup took place 2 years ago in England. Teams from all around the world competed to decide which team was the best. England were actually the champions that year, defeating New Zealand in a brilliant final game. Okay, how much did you understand? Were there some new words and phrases in the video? Have another listen, then try and answer some of the questions I've left in the video description. If you liked the video, please consider subscribing to my channel for updates on future videos. Thank you for listening, and I will see you next time. Bye.